Same
And
Terran?
okay, you're struggling against the AI's Terran. That's interesting.
It's the best way to like Terran AI is the best AI, I think.
Interesting.
Okay, skip. Okay, do I go for the exact same
By the way, before we move on, do you
building?
have any questions about that pro game we saw?
Um, Not really.
By the way, that SCV pull is somewhat in the meta.
What SCV?
Remember when Special pulled like a whole bunch of workers to help in the fight?
You did?
Yeah.
Shit, I didn't notice.
Okay.
Okay, same thing, going for the early assimilator.
Oh yeah, Archons do splash damage, but it's kind of small and it's only really good against builders. But apart from that, Archons are good for like tanking damage.
I see. Okay, early assimilator. Same thing, I guess. Going for
Okay, you're getting a faster base. I do like that. Okay, warp gate right out of the gate, so to speak. That's good. Uh, okay, third pylon in your base to give you extra vision. That's good. Should put a gateway here, but that's later.
yeah, adapt is out, adapt is off.
Do
Second
you
assimilator
normally go
up.
for one or two adepts? Just one, right?
Oh, the last game was the first time I'm using.
Okay. There is a bit of a meta shift if you're going for one adepts or two.
Really?
Yeah, because one adept generally means that you're really just scouting. Two adepts means you tend to. Yeah, I should have cancelled the adept.
Yep. That's why I was like, wow, adapt macro is very different.
Yeah, it's very fine thing you need to do. Like you walk a bit the moment you see enemy forces, then you shade. Again, this wall is good against Zerg, but against Terran you're gonna face the same problem. If Terran stands outside the wall then shoots and just like blows up the rest of the wall, what's the point?
See.
And your zealots can't actually engage. Um, you don't see this move out because you lost your scout
Yeah.
and you did not rescout. Um, this gonna be awkward. This actually is a fairly decent bio ball.
Oh, my Phoenix just missed.
Okay, so yeah, this wall is helping you out, I do admit that. But see, most of the bio is fighting anyway, so the wall isn't actually helping that much. Yeah, if Terran had like continued to rally units across the map, you would be in a lot of trouble. I don't know if it did, but okay, you hold this off. Fair enough. Shield batteries would have helped a lot too. What are your probes doing? What are all the workers in your natural doing?
Yeah, I have no idea what I clicked. But
Okay,
they lost some money there. Okay, they're back.
okay, never mind, small misclick. Third base nowhere in sight.
Upcoming. I got my third March early.
Yeah. Okay, this is a better game than the last one.
Okay. Searching Blink. Oh my god, do I still forget to get a Psionic Storm?
The force field on the entrance was actually pretty good earlier.
Oh, thank you.
Against Zerg, that would have been like game saving.
Yes, Templars are here.
Okay, Templars are here. That's a good start. Still no storm. Blink is on the way. You're not
Still no
you're
Scout.
not using any of your chronos, huh?
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't chrono enough. That's why I was asking if I should just chrono my workers
See
early
that
game.
see that's the thing. It's better to like chrono and have slightly less energy than have 200 energy and like less workers. So you might as well. Okay, a gateway explosion, not too bad. A scuffle in the center. You did not scout this either, right?
Nope. But this fight was trash for them. They did not bring any medivacs. Yet I still lost. I have no idea why.
The upgrades are 1-1 to 0-0, by the way. You
Ah,
had no zealots to buffer for the marines. And here's the thing. Okay, now you're getting psionic storm. Okay, that's something. You could have psionic storm in that fight if you had researched it.
yeah.
Terror just died. And here's the thing. The DPS of the Archon is really not very high. So
It's
you,
meant to tank more than damage.
yeah, it's meant to tank more than damage. It's also meant to like soak up, let's say, tank and immortal shots. In against okay, so here's the thing. The Archon does bonus damage against, I think, biological. So it'll do bonus damage against marines, marauders, but it's stronger against Zerg because all of Zerg is biological.
I see. By the way,
Because
can you take a look at my hotkey and see if they're okay?
I apologize, I cannot see your hotkey because I'm using a different overlay.
Ah, wait. What?
I'm using the tournament overlay, so I can't see your hotkey. So sorry about that.
No worries.
You
Wait, what is an overlay though? Like the way you stuff?
yes, there is the one you're using, and then there's a tournament version. And the
Is
tournament
it less
version,
clutter?
uh, it's more about trade-offs. So in the tournament overlay, like like right now the supply you see for you and your enemy is in the top right hand corner.
Uh-huh.
For the tournament overlay, it will be at the bottom, and everything will be stated honestly a bit more neatly.
Oh, okay,
But
okay.
you can't see things like hotkeys and um, oh, good EMPs on them. But okay, like this is a wonderful example. Your zealots are doing nothing.
Yeah, they got blocked.
Yeah, so this is a wonderful example of why against Terran, like walls and choke points are not your friend. But Terran just stood there and
Oh,
gunned down so much supply. Like right now, you have lost 7,250 minerals.
wait, you can see that?
Yeah. Shift
Wow.
L. Does it work?
Oh, wait, let me check. Shift L. Ooh, cool.
Yeah. So this is what you've lost. This is what they've lost.
Wow.
Okay, you're getting more high tech plus. I do like the initiative. Um, you've taken your guesses. Your upgrades are 1-1. Uh, your bases are pretty oversaturated. Honestly, Terrace Macro is not that insanely bad. Although their tech choices are bad. I By the way, I'm looking at like your three pilot wall right at the very bottom. That's making me nervous because if you had the same fight you did, like with all the zealots, that would have been even worse.
I see. I think I'm just too caught up with walls. Like how to build proper walls.
Yeah,
I forgot that against Terran is not.
it's not as effective, I'd say. The only one situation against Terran that walls have make any sense is stopping Hellion run-bys, but Hellion run-bys against Protoss is fairly rare. Okay, Colossus, that's good. Extended Thermal Lance, that's good. You're getting your next upgrades, which you should chrono, but your energy is being spent on something, so that's good. Uh, by the way, normally the transition after you get a death ball and for some reason you still can't kill them is to go mothership carrier tempest.
Is it?
Yeah,
For air units, basically.
yeah, because the golden armada as it's called is considered like almost unbeatable.
So basically everything.
Yeah, but most players will not let you get that far.
Okay, 180 supply. This fight has to go well, right?
It depends on how you micro. It depends on how you engage.
Okay, there we go. Look, the scouting pilot actually worked out. Okay, so now
Yes,
moving in.
I too build
Oh god,
scouting. Your
my
army is split.
colossi. Okay, yeah, my colossi was
It's not. It's okay. Good storm. Good storm.
yeah,
Well,
they're
see,
getting obliterated.
so this is what I've been trying to tell you for so long. If you're having zealots to buffer, that allows your colossus to to really stand there and just do the damage because the bio is so focused on killing the zealots.
Oh, auto turrets again. Oh yeah, thank God I walk away this time. One
Yeah.
stalker falls.
Okay, good. You stop and shoot down the Raven. Ravens are a lot of gas for Terran, so
Is it? Oh,
200
AI's
gas.
built. Wow, AI's built a lot of ravens, man.
Yeah, I don't know. They built, I think, slightly too much, but not. This had to be like a satisfying storm, though.
Oh yeah.
You just storm them one more time, but I don't think you have energy. Wait, you have enough for one. Okay, now it's a bit of a tricky fight.
Yep, the Vikings are just destroying my Colossi once again.
Need to warp in Stalker. See, oh, actually, this is why I say like 4 Colossus is enough. The money is better spent on Immortals, Stalker, Zealots.
I see.
Yeah, but you're winning this fight. That's still good. You took a risky engagement, but you came out ahead. Oh, the missile turret. It
Okay, so
actually
now
kills
I
the.
glass it.
It almost killed the Colossus. Okay. I think you could have outraged it with thermal lens, by the way.
Could have?
I
Ah,
think
damn.
you would have, yeah. Okay, so you're actually doing pretty okay against Terran. Like, once you have that splash damage, like, Bio is not
Oh, the
so much.
Colossus is so close.
It is true. You have not taken a fourth base, by the way, so you're going deeper and deeper into all-in territory.
This is the thing. I sometimes, more like always, accidentally store stuff in my prism. Like there's four stalkers inside doing nothing.
Yeah, you do drop it out. You press. I don't know what your hotkey is. My hotkey is D, and then it'll drop it out.
And I think I just accidentally push it in
Yeah,
without
that
me knowing.
happens. Like, this is a weird
My
fight
mortals
because
fall.
like the bulk of your army did not support the front part, but finally when Terran engages into your army and your Colossus actually fight, then it flips. Okay, force base finally coming up. How do you find this map, by the way?
It's good. It's good. Very balanced.
This one your army positioning needs to be a bit more careful because of the loops.
The what? Oh
Uh,
yeah, the flanking routes. Huh?
yeah, there's a lot of good flanking routes. Terran is actually not doing that badly. Your upgrades are not that far behind, although they are behind. Um, More Colossus. Okay, that's something. You did not replenish your High Templar. Super long distance mining.
I think this was so that when the new base was up,
And
it would just go.
out of curiosity, why didn't you just take the one like um here? You see outside your main base, there's like a
Oh
pretty
yeah,
good.
good point, huh? Oh yeah, now I can see your ping. I wonder what happened. Oh yeah, why am I playing it normal mode? Let's just speed it up. Ah, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here
Yeah,
we go.
you could just take this base. The long distance mining would have been so much shorter. It's not like this is a high yield gas or something. Okay, let's look at the fight. Uh,
Colossus down. Yeah, the
yeah.
Vikings, man. The Viking. The Vikings
Oh,
was the one that
you lost all
destroyed
your
me.
anti-air.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, like against Terran specifically, you want to try your best not to engage into Siege Tank Liberator, Widowmine. That's a near unbreakable position, but again, you didn't have to take this fight. You could have just gone north and then attacked like the third.
Ah, I see.
Like that's the thing. If Terran is sieged up, it's almost unbreakable, but you often don't have to break them. Like I would have looked at that like, okay, I'm gonna go drop in the main. Terran will take a while to unsiege and chase you. Then you attack. Um, okay, so the issue right now is, yeah, you need to expand more. But taking a fifth space at this point in time, you have like a whole bunch of workers not mining in the natural.
Oh my god, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, and here's the thing, because Terran's macro was so bad, they actually have enough mineral bank to continue the fight. So even though you destroy the base, it's not like you destroyed it so late that they mined so much that you're not that far ahead.
True. Okay, I see around. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. At this point, I'm just making Archons. Wait, I didn't make my stalkers again. Oh my
Yeah,
god,
so I'm like,
terrible.
I was about to ask, like, what is your plan right now?
Oh yeah, now I'm oh my gosh, I'm engaging raw stalkers. This is how I lost.
Yeah, and the AI almost did a back transition. Oh, you cannot engage into this southern position. Like all these tanks, Vikings, Liberators, and you have no anti-air. Um, Again, you could have smashed like either the bottom base or the
Oh,
or
they're going off. Boy.
yeah, you did see this. Ooh, they catch quite a bit of your production and they catch your healthy mining base.
Okay, Zealots
Uh,
went in too deep. Okay, so
yep,
now I'm attacking. Okay, so I have a huge immortal count. I should have been able to
no,
destroy that.
absolutely not.
Oh yeah.
You notice half the immortals didn't fight for half of the fight because they were
Yeah.
all stuck behind each other.
Yep, this was effectively GG as well. Okay, so what could have gone better the last fight other than making more stalkers? I realized I did not see the Viking time.
Well, first of all, you
Okay,
had no idea that. Okay, so I have a question. What on earth do you have an observer here for?
so I planted it there, I forgot to unplant it.
Okay, so that's the thing. You could have easily like. Okay, you talk about the last fight. The thing about Terran is that their strength is positioning, and if they siege up their tanks in a really good position, breaking it becomes infinitely harder. One way you stop that is you make sure they don't siege. If you had caught that army as they were walking to your what base is this? Your fourth base, you could have killed them.
I see.
You did, but you had no idea that was happening.
Uh,
Furthermore, your army just standing there for so long, not really doing anything, while Terran rebuilt theirs. Like again, if you look at the replay, it's not like you maxed out between that between after you took the fight at the bottom base. You just got like two immortals here, two immortals there. Your upgrades are not 3-3. Why not go and smash their third base?
uh,
Did you know they had a third base?
let me check. Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah, so again on this map particularly, the meta tends to be you take your third base as you do, and then you take your fourth base on the low ground outside your main. The one after that is a bit of a question mark, but normally you should have like scouting to know by then.
See,
So here's the thing, like even though you did smash the bottom base, they still had two other bases mining. They easily like Terran easily replenished, easily built up a bank. I was able to go again.
see.
As for that final fight, the truth of the matter was your best course of action after they siege was to pull the probes and attempt to defend your new force base, which is the one all the way down south.
I see.
Because once they're sieged up, it's like there's no point sacrificing your army to die to buy like 10 seconds and still die at the end of the game.
I think I was overconfident because I thought my mortals could break their.
Yeah, but actually, in an open fight, you would have been okay, but you engaged up a ramp. Half your
Ah,
again, if you want to see that fight again, we can, but half your immortals did not shoot. Going up that ramp was a gigantic mistake. Okay, so this happens. Okay, your zealots are completely disjointed for your main army. Like, like, look at the advantage for the Terran. Like, your immortals, all of them at the back are not firing until this
ooh,
moment. But then the front line has already been thinned, and then the siege tank count is also pretty high, and then you just get annihilated.
ooh.
Going into a choke point, going to that choke point was effectively a death sentence. If
One
you,
might call it a colossal mistake.
yes, yes, it was. Okay, like contrast this to the position just south of that. You see where the SCVs are?
Uh, what?
Yeah. There's three SCVs, four SCVs currently going between that base and the next.
Uh-huh.
If you had come through this way where the SCVs are going, you would have so much more space.
There's a base there though.
You blow it up.
I see.
At least you would have like just like they destroy your base, you destroy their base.
So technically, if I base traded, it wouldn't have been that bad, right?
It wouldn't have been as bad as as what you did, which is go up a ramp to save your base
Against
against an entrenched Terran opponent.
true.
They were
That was bad.
very entrenched. So yeah, if you had gone again, you like think about it, there's so many other options you could have. If, hell, you could have just walked into their main and destroyed all of it. And then now Terran has to make a tough decision. Do I want to come back and try and save my main base? Or do I want to try and base trade?
See,
Because the distance originally between your army and their main base and their army and your main base, the distance between their army and your main base is a lot longer. And you could have warped in stuff to defend. Honestly, I think that given the minimum bank you had, you might still have been able to win.
I see.
But the but again, like you took your force base so late. Contrast this to when Terran took their force base.
True.
So even though they're making a lot of macro mistakes, they're still outmining you. Like Terran is up 5 pieces right now. Yep, okay, that's more or less the feedback. Do you have any other questions?
Nope. I think I learned a lot per usual.
Okay, so that's
Alright,
that. The storms
goodbye.
were a good attempt,
Gonna
and
need to train a lot more my